2 wins on the bounce for the mighty Pars, eh? What more could I ask for? Like the video, comment down below your last word for the game you were at this weekend. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the last word! Away days simply do not get much better than that, do they? We all know how much of a fan I am of last minute winners, and unfortunately I don't really get to experience them much being a Dunfermline Athletic fan. Well, this weekend, I did. Lee Ashcroft belting that ball off his noggin into the back of the net, and it's a last minute winner. Scenes. Into the promotion playoffs, and you know what makes it even better? Kevin Nisbet didn't even need to get on the score sheet for us to win a game of football. Last word, perfection. The only downside though, is there's now just under 3 weeks until the next Dunfermline game. That's gutting. Friday night football, and it was a tasty one. The players out on the pitch certainly weren't feared to get a tackle in this one, and I'm really surprised there wasn't a red card, to be honest. However, the game went from pillar to post, end to end, and ultimately, I think a draw was a pretty fair outcome. I didn't want Partick Thistle to pick up the 3 points for the simple fact of the league table getting even tighter than it already is, so I got what I wanted. Happy days. Last word, ebbed and flowed. What was the moment of the game though, I hear you ask? How about Zach Rudden spitting on his own face? Lovely. It's 61 years since our both last won a league game away at Tannadice, and this weekend was the time to break that record. And who more fitting to grab the winner in the game than, as Bobby Lynn said on Twitter himself, Craig Whiten. We all know Whiten's history with scoring meaningful goals against Dundee United, and it seems like he's just bagged himself another one. Honestly, football is such a well-written masterpiece. It's unbelievable sometimes. Last word, meant to be. These pictures say it all. My man and Good Guys FC man, Dick Campbell. Ho ho. On the flip side though, we have Dundee United, the team flying high at the top of the championship this season and have merited all the credit that they've gotten so far. But in the last 2 games, just 1 point, and they've both been at Tannadice as well. I think it's pretty fair to say that going off the reaction on Twitter to this one, that United fans aren't entirely happy with Robbie Nielsen's selection going into games, especially this weekend. So I think one thing is now very clear. They'll have to improve a hell of a lot to consistently challenge for top 6 next season. Last word, wake up call. Kilmarnock defeated Ross County 3-1 at Rugby Park this weekend, sealing their first 3 points in the league since late November. They seem to have just been slipping further and further down that league table, and obviously falling out of the top 6 that they seem to have made their own in the last few seasons. I still personally think that they'll finish in the bottom 6 this campaign, but there's no doubt that this win was massively important in avoiding any of that real danger down below. Last word, significant. Right, I better be seeing an apology letter from Livyboy2603 in the comments of this video, because once again Livingston have shown how good a team they are. They've absolutely scudded Motherwell this past weekend, and I knew they were capable of it. Now no, I wouldn't have said they would have beaten Motherwell pillar to post in this game, but I have said for weeks on end that Livingston are better than people make them out to be. And for this result specifically, they deserve a hell of a lot of credit. Last word, impressive. Rangers 0, Aberdeen 0. Wait, can you hear that? Here we go, 9 in a row. Celtic fans, get ready for the title party, because Rangers are absolutely chucking their chances down the drain this season. There simply hasn't been a better chance for Rangers to finally clinch a league title since the return to the top flight. And now that they've deservedly got themselves in the opportunity to be there, they're stumbling at every hurdle they're given. Celtic simply won't slip up much between now and the end of the season, so last word, game over? they're still top of the league, folks. They are indeed coming back up to the Championship, I believe. In reality, though, Wraith could still chuck it away. So let's not put our house on it yet. But certainly, I'd love them back up in the same league as us, providing we don't go on to get in the promotion playoffs and get promoted. Because I'd obviously rather that. But let's get the real Fife derby back, Wraith Rovers. Let's get it back in the Championship and some fantastic football days ahead once again. Last word, let's have it. Not a great result for our dear friends Falkirk FC this past weekend. And yes, before you say anything, we did get beaten from Stranraer earlier this season, that being Dunfermline Athletic, of course. But we've brushed that under the carpet a long time ago, lads. It's old news. The here and now is that Falkirk are dropping points that they simply shouldn't be dropping. And yes, as I said, it could all turn round in the next few months of the season, but these results, they certainly do not help. Last word, letting it slip. You've got to love ex-par Ryan Thompson scoring against Falkirk, by the way. That'll do me. From being absolutely garbage at the start of the season to now being within just a few points of the promotion playoffs. Stirling Albion, they're turning into a decent wee side. Winning away at Edinburgh City is no mean feat these days, so for Stirling Albion to go away from home and do that, it's a very good day at the office. Last word, scalp. The Revolution, folks. Episode 1, 2, 3, 4. I've lost count now. Every single club he goes to, they seem to go with that tagline. For now, it's working, but it always seems to go sour at some point. So just you wait for that one to come along. However, Queen's Park are doing just as well as Stirling Albion at this point in the season, winning games, playing decent football, and getting themselves within touching distance of those promotion playoff places in League 2. And they've also got some very decent players for that level of football on their books. You're still a fraud, Ray, but I'm going to have to say it, aren't I? Last word, Revolution. Pass the bucket. And that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, comment down below your last word for the game you were at this weekend, and subscribe for more of this type of content. And until the next video, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.